Welcome back guys on my YouTube channel. Today we are here with a brand new KTM 690 Enduro that will turn into a more adventure dual sport bike for an upcoming adventure riding event. You might be wondering why I have on my neck. No, I'm not planning to become a doctor. This is the system I will use today to shoot the tutorial instruction video on how to install the Ultralight Rebel X Adventure Rally Kit on the KTM 690. This instruction video will apply also for the Husqvarna 701 and for the Gas 700. Different from the past, instead of having the help of Giulio and Giacomo, I'll entirely shoot it by myself, giving you my point of view. So these products were supplied to me by Telesin. This is a magnetic mount. Then we have here a tripod for your smartphone or GoPro, and this neck bracket for the phone. I want you to tell me in the comments at the end of the video if you actually prefer having, you know, my point of view while I'm working on the bike and doing the instruction tutorial, or if you prefer, like all the other tutorials I made, having the camera shot and me showing what I'm doing on the bike. But let's not lose any time and let's starting disassembling and mounting the Ultralight kit.
First thing we'll want to do will be remove the headlight. You have here on the side some bolts. You use T30 Torx and start removing all the black bolts. Once you remove the headlight, disconnect the headlight connector, and then we'll start cutting all the zip ties and removing everything, because then we'll need to cut here the black plastic holder in order to be able to remove it from the brake line and have it completely off. Okay, once you disconnected all the connectors, removed all the zip ties and cut here on the side, you're ready to slide out the brake line and start removing everything. Also, you'll need to cut it down here. Oh, another quick look where we cut it, down here and here on the side. Now move aside all the cables and you're ready to install the dashboard bracket and the main tower clamp. Remove also these front fender bolts, and remember, then inside here we will put a washer so that everything goes flat. Before moving on, we'll have to remove this dashboard and place it on the supplied bracket, the plastic bracket. Be sure everything then is nice and flush, so push it in and reuse the OEM bolts. How you get out of the box this bracket, and on this we'll use these two spacers that are included and we'll put them from behind. First thing you want to do is put the washer, the M6 washer, here behind so that it fills in that gap. Then we go place our bracket and the first two M6 by 25 Allen key bolts. Now we'll get our bracket, put it in place, run through bolt and washer, always the M6 by 25. Adjust the height of this, because you see you need to put it in position with the holes. My advice, I didn't do it now for the purpose of the video, but put Loctite, and then once you go and tighten everything, tighten it at the same torque value that you find on your motorbike manual. Something that might help you is to already plug in the headlight connector. This is for the two lights, so then this will help you once you'll start arranging all the cables. And this ACC2 cable, power cable, because one will go to the fuse box and one on the tower. So check, you see there are two that are the same, but here on the side of the cable you have written ACC2 and ACC1. Basically, ACC1 is continuous power, so you always have power, but you don't want that on your bike, because when you turn off the bike you want the power to go away, so you plug it in the ACC2. In the ACC2, the brown is the ground and the black is the power. Black goes with brown, red goes with the black. This can be a bit confusing, but be sure not to mistake yourself. You will want to now move the ABS button and the indicator lights. If you have the older models, you have 3 of them on this specific bracket. You see you have the placing for the different things, and if you have an EXCFE, you'll have this bracket so that in case you then upgrade or get a second bike or change to a 690, you'll just remove these tabs and you'll have the chance to mount the same bracket also for the 690. If you opted for the optional USB ports with voltmeter display, you'll place the USB ports here. Now I won't go into details on how to assemble the tower, because you can see I'll place somewhere here the video from the FE instruction tutorial. But once you have it assembled like this with the fuse box and already place the brackets for the windshield, you'll want to make the wires go in, slide in the tower, and then use the M8 x 20 bolts, run them through, and then washer and self-locking nut. Now, before tightening the 4 M8 bolts, the thing you will want to do is to arrange all this mess of wires inside the tower. You can use zip ties to place them around the spacers, and you'll want to divide the different cables that go to the turn indicators and the cables that go to the ABS switch and the other LED indicators and eventually USB. Once you've installed everything here, get this bracket, start connecting everything, and then we'll move on to for last on placing the lights. Same goes with the M8 x 20 side bolts, because you probably will want to remove one side of the tower, because the Rebel X kit has threaded spacers. This makes it very useful, because when you need to arrange wires, you can remove only one side, do a nice job, and then place everything back together. And for last, we'll place the lights. Okay, now I'll show you, once you remove one side of the tower, you can place all the wires. Now it doesn't look, because there's a lot of wires, but everything is neat and tidy. Every section is divided, and now it can be the perfect moment to start placing the lights. You get the first light and mount it here on top. Get your M6 x 35, run it through this hole, run the spacer, and start bolting the light. Do the same for also the other light, run it through here. Here you have different adjustments. You can bring it back and forward. I like to use the one that's most forward. Okay, install both lights with the spacer and the M6x35 bolt. We installed here the turn indicator. You can fit it directly on the tower. You'll just need to grind underneath where there is the small tab on the OEM KTM Husqvarna indicators, but also a specific bracket is being made in order to have them further out from the windshield. We already placed the C bracket and the mount for the tablet. On this particular build, I will put the DMD2 tablet. I added some silent blocks just to improve the dampening of it. These are not included in the kit, but you can either use these or make the holes bigger and use some rubber grommets. Then we have here the fuse box. It's been wired from the ACC2 plug, and also here is the power wire going to power the tablet. You still have 3 outputs, and in case you break a fuse, you will have an LED turn on, and you'll know that you'll need to change the fuse, and this is nice and easy. Once you put in the lights, then you'll plug them also in with the Super Seal connector, and you'll plug it in here. Before then closing everything and putting the other side of the tower, just check, put the plugs in, turn on the bike, and see which one you want to act as low beam and which as high beam with the OEM switch of the bike, because you might want this to be always on and this to be the high beam, or vice versa. That is up to you, but plug everything in, turn on, and just check so that also you can adjust the tilt angle, because at this point, before putting the other side of the tower, you can tighten this bolt, turn on the bike, sit on it. That's very important, because when you sit, the suspension goes down, and then you can adjust and tighten on one side exactly where you want the light to point. Once you're done, you'll put here the other side of the tower with the M8x20 bolts. Here, the M8x20 also in the spacers, and put the other spacer for the light. And now I'll show you once everything is back on. Okay, once you placed the lights and you checked the tilt angle, then you're ready to put on the other side. And to place the windshield bracket, you have different positions. You can see these holes up and down, so you can tilt the angle but also move it back and forth. What you want is to have the windshield as close as possible to the lights, because the further away you have it and the more you lose a bit of light. So closer they are to the lights, the better for the illumination. Now you're ready to get your windshield, put the sticker on it. This is self-explanatory. Then these bolts with the plastic washer that will go and install on the tower. Be sure to install the rubber grommets. To do it, you just slide them in from the back. Place first the upper 2 bolts. You can tighten by hand just to put everything in position, and place the lower ones. Once you've tightened the bolts, you put the black caps on them, apply pressure and they'll stay in place. And here you go. The KTM 690 with the Ultralight Rally Kit is completed.
Okay guys, we're at the end of this tutorial. Let me know in the comments below if you like this instruction video with my point of view using the Telesync product that you can find here in the description, because I actually used that necklace with the phone even to explain to some customers some things they had to do on their bike. I obviously prefer when Giulia and Giacomo film, because I don't have to do 2 jobs at a time. Anyway, on this bike then I'll make a full video with the parts I installed. I did a very light build in order for the customer to be able to go to this rally next week, because we had only like 3 days to build the bike. You see now in the video the different frames of the light in a different color. These are not yet available, but in a near future the kit can be ordered with different colors of the lights, and also who already owns the kit can buy simply the frame in a different color. That's all for today. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!